Hello, this is G. Bailey, and welcome back to Let's Play Golden Sun Dark Dawn. Last time, we made our way to Champa and met up with Obaba, who can forge some really powerful equipment for us, either from raw materials or just reforging a rusty weapon. So now we can finally put all those Quality Zols and Mythril silvers to use. But first, I want to reforge the rusty longsword that we picked up in the shallows south of Yamata City there. And the nice thing about rusty weapons is that they will always become the same thing every time, guaranteed. So once you give that to Obaba, she goes into her forge to start working on it. Whoa! So in order to get her to finish working on a new piece of equipment, you have to go all the way out of the village and then climb all the way back to the top, where she will be waiting for you with the equipment there. But before leaving the village, there's one more lead I want to follow up on. If you recall, I think it was one of the dead pirates who was saying there was some treasure down here. So if you walk all the way around here, you can find a secret cavern. Yeah, they hide that on you with the camera angle there. So hopefully you've gotten the key already. I think it was in Greaves' room. The cave door key. Oh, that was it? I was expecting something a little more dramatic there, but okay. Well, one of these has to have a good amount of money. Better not be 888 coins. What? That's it? That's all you've got from pirating for 30 years? Well, if you push this pillar over here, you can put Eoleo's thermal synergy to use to find one last treasure. That will hopefully be totally worthwhile. It is! It's a piece of Orihalcon. I think it's the only piece of Orihalcon you can get during the main storyline, outside of like maybe, well, there's ultra rare drops, but other than that, the other pieces are only in the post game there. And let's see, so with the Orihalcon or any raw material, there's a potential 3 to 5 pieces of equipment that you could get depending on what material you give. So there is some randomness to it. Unfortunately, the item that you'll get is determined immediately upon giving it to Obaba. So it's not like you can give her the material, leave, come back, save, and then just save scum over and over and over again to get what you want. No, it doesn't work that way. But with that rusty longsword, we got the Rune blade, which is a really powerful longsword at this point in the game. And I want to give it to Tyrell because it has both Venus and Jupiter elemental attacks attached to it. And that'll match up with the Djinn he uses with his ninja job classes. And there's also the rusty light sword that we got from the shallows south of Champa. And that would eventually become the Kikuichi Manji. But we either have, or will very soon have, weapons that are better than that. So I'm not going to forge that. I just wanted to show you where you get that one. Okay, so now let's start with the random forging there that we get with the Quality Zol. And fast forward our way out and back in the village there. Usually Zol equipment is like Jupiter elemental, or has something to do with Jupiter, or it has agility attached to it, which would make sense. So yeah, it's a pair of boots that boosts your agility by 50%. Unfortunately, only heavy armor users can equip it. So yeah, that's, well, it gives me another way to manipulate my turn order there at least. Okay, so now let's keep going with more of the Quality Zol there. There's 2 other items that I want to get, though I want to get 2 copies of one of them. And fast forward on our way out and back in, and more of the stuff that I want to get out of the Quality Zol is agility based, really. Like another Zol Ring. And I do want to get a 3rd one of those as well, so that way I really won't have to worry about agility for the remainder of the game, really. I mean, as far as, like, outrunning enemies goes. I mean, as far as, like, manipulating the turn order of my own party members, I'll still have to fiddle around with that, but that's relatively easy for us. So I want to get 1 more of those if I can, and something else that we can get out of Quality Zol there. Hey! Oh, nice! That was pretty fast. The Verdant Sword. It's a Jupiter elemental weapon. All of its unleashes are Jupiter, and it's more powerful than the Masamune. So I want to give that to Karis there. I believe it is her ultimate weapon in the game, other than an ultra rare drop. Which one is that? I forget. The Tisiphone Edge, or however you pronounce it. I don't know. But yeah, Verdant Sword, that's the way to go for her. Okay, so now I just want to get another Zol Ring there, so that way I can use the 3 Zol Rings and the, the Hovered Greaves, so that everyone can get a massive agility boost. So I can afford to use job classes that might have less agility, but more of an attack modifier. Alright, there we go. Now it's time for the hard ones. Because there's only 1 piece of equipment I want out of a potential 5 that I can get from the remaining materials. Alright, so let's start with the, I almost said Mystic Silver, but no, that wouldn't be right. Well, close enough. It is kind of mystical in a way. But yeah, the Mythril Silver. Hopefully you got that one back at the Tepe Ruins back in Morgal there. If you didn't, you're screwed! Now, there's actually 2 weapons that I would want to get out of this. First, the Levatine. That one is another long sword, and I want to give that one to Matthew, because its unleashes are Mars and Jupiter Elemental, which will also match his Djinn Elemental in the Ninja Job Class series. Alright, so last but not least, we've got the Orihalcon there. And pretty much anything you get out of it is going to be like an ultimate piece of equipment for its type there. But there's only one that I'm really interested in getting out of that. With the Mythril Silver, if you get a silver bow, you could give that to Amiti. I eventually want to give that to him. But I will wait until I get another piece of Mythril Silver and then come back to get it. But with the Orihalcon, I want to get the ultimate axe in the game, the Herculean axe. And that one is not only obscenely powerful, it's also Mars Elemental, and all of its unleashes are Mars. So that's pretty nice. So yeah, that's partially why I've developed my weapon mastery for everyone the way I did, to get up to this point. And these weapons will last us pretty much for the remainder of the main storyline, or most of it. I've also already rearranged my party, as I have listed in the video description there now. And yeah, everyone's got weapons to develop now. So I mostly want to focus on Matthew and Tyrell, since they have the most to work on at the moment. And there's a couple NPCs here that I neglected to mind read or get in touch with their spirit sense there. And there's also some stuff that I want to sell, just the old equipment that we got and all that. Yeah, you made the right choice. Or at least the less bad choice, I suppose. Okay, so yeah, let's get rid of the rusty sword there. Don't need the Masamune. I think I'm going to hold on to the Knight's Greaves, so that way I can have something equipped on Matthew, Tyrell, and Eoleo, if and when I decide to use all three of them at once, and sooner or later, I probably will. Okay, I think that's everything we got around here. So yeah, let's just give those to Eoleo, even though he's in the reserves. I could bring Eoleo out from the reserves, like have him replace Amiti at the moment, but I don't want to work on too many characters' weapons at once, so we'll just go with what we got. Amiti is almost done with the Dragon Bow. Although it's not very likely that he's going to get an attack in on enemies when everyone else is either faster than him or almost as fast as him. So, fortunately, Karis isn't going to have that much more weapon mastery to develop either with the light blades. And now, I don't even have to, use multi-targeted synergy to soften these guys up. We've got plenty of damage that we can get without using synergy on these guys, at least. So, whenever you're fighting enemies that are not under the Eclipse at this point, pretty much just use your regular attacks, develop your weapon mastery, get that knocked out and out of the way. Ideally, Tyrell is my highest priority over Matthew, though Matthew would be my second priority. As long as we got free reign to the ocean, we can revisit the LJ region. Unfortunately, we don't have access to Morgal territory anymore. So it's not like you could go, up Passage. Whoa! I guess it didn't end too well for these guys, huh? Nuts. But yeah, you could go up to Passage, but the alchemy machine, or whatever's going on, I don't know what the problem is, but you can't use it anymore in order to get to over the Kirin Mountains there. So anything in Morgal territory is off limits for the remainder of the game there. So, yeah, there's no other soldiers around here. It was just those two dead bodies. But I would presume the other soldiers were killed and eaten, and God knows what else. And if they were very lucky, in that order. Now, before going downstairs to check on, well, how Ayute is holding up there, let's go around the back here. And, kind of looks like those two generals from before. Oh? Well, what treasure was that? I think they're talking to each other. But we can hear what they're saying. Okay, remember that for later, viewers. I will eventually be going over to Kaocho, but not immediately. I believe you do have to spirit sense the generals in order to get that treasure to show up there. You can't just go over there, and even if you know where it is. No, it doesn't work that way. Hey, wow, looks like you guys are doing okay. Good thing your fortress is underground and everything like that. Oh, what, you don't remember? There aren't that many people like us in the world. Well, let's see what we got down here and how everyone's holding up. You could lower the water of the alchemy well but I don't think there's really any reason to do that. All the people on the previous floor there, there's no one there, so don't worry about it. Oh, right, those guys. Sorry, I was confused there. Yeah, I remember kicking their ass. You did? Ha ha. So you just left them to the wolves, huh? Let them fend for themselves. I approve! They deserved it. Well, you got the doors locked up there. What more do you need? I don't know why you would need to protect the jail with no prisoners, but okay. Oh. No, I don't think so. I think they got what they deserved. No way they could take on those monsters. Holy cow. Oh. Well, you seem to be able to grow stuff down here. Well, it's not anymore. It's not a legend anymore. Maybe it was. He hasn't played this JRPG before, has he? Because as we all know, in JRPGs, all myths, legends, and rumors are 100% accurate. Absolutely! Not to mention predictions, or prophecies, or whatever. So where is everyone? I mean, there's a few people around here, but... Well, remember that for later. Like today, we're gonna find that hidden treasure that we couldn't have found before. How do you know that? Maybe she's just, I don't know, wishful thinking or rumor mongering or whatever. I would think this place would be very relaxing with the humming of the machines and the flow of the water and everything going on in the background. Yeah, it looks like a great place to me. Well, yeah, that's true. Oh, you might not. Well, you can still grow stuff, can't you? I mean, you got alchemy. You can do anything with it, I would think. Oh. Maybe it's louder than I think. Oh. Well, then deal with it or walk away. I mean, it's not like, you know, this is a small place. You don't have to have everyone on this floor, which they pretty much do. Well, it's good to have dreams. Well, at least you're alive. Would you rather go outside? I bet that will cure your cabin fever. Either that or cowbell might help. No, I think they did. Well, maybe not the soldiers, but Kaocho did. Or at least the government. Oh, yeah, we get around. Unfortunately, though... Oh, no, not at all. But yeah, unfortunately, I don't think there's any means of teleportation in this game, unlike the Lost Age. Oh, yeah. Well, it's useful, like, once. But, yeah, the insight synergy, not so useful there. Oh, yeah, you have no one to do business with. Well, I don't think you would have to stop, but there's, you know, nothing to do with that. I don't think anything can explain Golden Sun entirely. Well, Luna's kind of creating monsters to kill everyone. I don't think it's Saul's fault, there, dude. Oh, well, that's one way of looking at it. Well, fortunately, they can't just bombard you from the skies. They don't have any bunker busters or whatever weapons they use to attack underground shelters. Oh. Well, he can compensate you, I guess, or something. I don't know. Oh. Weren't you all already inside, though? Now, I think people are just going to keep making the same mistakes over and over again with alchemy. Maybe we should have thought about unleashing alchemy on the world again. Well, too late now. Oh! Nuts. Oh, thanks, I guess. Hey, how's it going? Well, at least you're in one piece. Did you just refer to yourself in the third person there? Pathos is a caring soul. Well, I kind of need to save the world and all that so that I have a kingdom to rule. Hey, alright. Well, eventually. Well, I'll make sure he always has a place on the bench there, don't you worry. Yeah, Amiti, not so good. I mean, I'll use him every now and then, but... Oh, so that's the treasure they were talking about. Now, you don't have... In this case, you don't have to have talked to Pathos in order to unlock that area, unlike with the Ka-Ocho generals. You could have just come all the way out here, not even talked to Pathos, and now that he's no longer on the throne... Well, that was a pretty light throne you had there. But yeah, unfortunately you couldn't get access to this area until now, because he was always sitting on the throne before. Or if you were talking to him somewhere else, he would have eventually returned there anyway. So, one way or the other, you gotta wait a while before you can get down here. Well, at least we get a decent reward for going out of our way to get here, such as the Spirit Gloves. It's a bit of an upgrade over the Aura Gloves that we had before, so I'm going to give those to Karis for now. Oh, okay, yeah, just switch that around. I don't think I'll be needing the Aura Gloves anymore. Then we'll be good. Yeah, all these are actually worthwhile. But yeah, another Lucky Pepper. I'll give that to Eoleo eventually. Not right now. And the Heirloom Ring, which is less than extraordinary. But there's only so many rings. So, yeah, it boosts your Mercury power and resistance there. So, I might give it to someone if I'm using those. But otherwise, not really concerned about that. So yeah, just use Douse again, and then we can get out of this place, well, just the same way that we came in there. But I wonder how Passage is doing, or handling, the Grave Eclipse. Find out next time on Let's Play Golden Sun Dark Dawn. This is H.G. Bailey, signing off. Have a good day!